Meantime, every 10 years since 1790, trying to, I guess, juxtapose those numbers, 1790, there's been a census count. And right now, Nueces County officials, well, they're working to get ready for Census 2020. County Judge Barbara Canales was at City Council with a PowerPoint presentation about the local plan to get the census counted and done correctly. That's because an undercount could cost our state millions of dollars in federal funds. A correct counting of the population also determines the number of representatives in Congress. Canales pointed out that California has allocated $90 million to ensure the census there is done correctly, while our state legislature did not fund Census 2020 outreach. So Canales is proposing a volunteer organization called Nueces Together, but it needs money to function and help get the word out about the census.
Originally, we started off at 300,000. We thought we could run a good campaign with 300,000. I think that's probably realistic. You know, there's goals.
The judge is hoping that at least 5 taxpayer-funded entities like the City of Corpus Christi will come together and give $50,000 apiece. Canales is also asking that the business community step up and help fund the census effort.